Hi friends, you guys are gonna spend some time with me today. I know what you're thinking. Oh dear God. Me and Christina have been speaking lately about the importance of changing your work environment. You cannot anticipate how good it is for the soul, so to speak, to just get around other people and just talk with them for a little bit. If you sit in one spot too long, you'll start to sort of atrophy and break down and slowly die inside. I've been working a lot from this apartment lately, which is amazing. I love it. I can spend a lot of time here. More time than most people can spend in one spot. However, today, I'm gonna get out. I wasn't watching myself on TV. I think your paw might be broken, dude. One way to be a limber creator is to always have a bag that is ready to go. I failed at that today, but now the bag's ready to go. One of the hardest things about leaving the house for me is even though I have a large bag with a lot of organization capabilities, I still end up walking out of the door with 30 things in my hands every single time I leave the house. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. This creates some friction. I think that this friction is sort of part of the point though. When you experience a little bit of ordinary misery and frustration brought on by trying to organize the little things and get stuff together and move around, that moving around, that motion allows you to better separate home from work. I would argue that it makes you a happier person. So I'm working on some social content for the John Hill. And this is what I'm up to. I never realized how dramatic the bass line was in this song. I finished up my social content. I wrote out the entire blueprint for a video for my channel. I'm very excited. Okay, done at the coffee shop. I'm now at a train station. I had something really interesting happen at the coffee shop, but I'll talk about that more in a minute. I'm gonna take a photo of a train, because photography. Well, that sucked. Got kinda close to the tracks. I think that was why they were honking. Alright, that was an exciting little excursion. It's a lot warmer in the car. Right at the end, there's a guy who drove up who was a transport authority official. Said that I need a permit to shoot here. It's public property, I presume? And I told him that it was for personal use, but apparently I still need a permit. I'm not gonna get a permit. In these situations, I think it tends to have a lot to do with how professional your equipment looks. In this case, I had this enormous fellow and this guy on a tripod. Okay, I'm back at the apartment now. It's the next day. While I was there, I had an interesting serendipitous experience. I was sitting down, I just finished up all my productivity. I think I was about to leave. And this girl, who I saw walk in earlier, she was sitting down across the way, walks over, sits down in the chair next to me in a way that's like noticeable, right? It wasn't, she was just kind of sitting and looking out and I chose this chair and she walked over and she immediately engaged with me and said something along the lines of, "Hi, how are you?" And it went into this zone of, I'm not quite sure why you're here. There was some ambiguity. She didn't immediately disclose what she was up to. In these situations, I either think you're here because you want my money or you're here because you want to tell me about Jesus. So I say, "How are you?" She says, "I'm good. I've just been working on my homework." And I go, "Okay." And then somehow I dig into figuring out that the conversation that she is having with me is regarding her homework. And I said, "Okay, so what is this about?" And she said, "Well, kind of the point is you're not supposed to necessarily know what this is about, but it's for my homework." And I said, "Ah, okay, I can deal with this mystery. You just want to talk?" And so we started talking. She asked me what I was up to and I told her I was working on some social content for a YouTube creator, and then I started working on planning a video for my own personal channel. The second I told her that I make YouTube videos, she was very interested. We got to a lovely conversation. It was a fantastic and interesting exchange. This is another fantastic thing about leaving the house and going to a coffee shop or a place of communal togetherness, is sometimes you have serendipitous experiences. I've had many of these, and they normally don't make a lot of sense when they happen, but afterwards I go, oh, that was because I went out today. That was an interesting thing. Okay, so here's the main point that I wanted to talk about regarding leaving my venue of living. I have this theory that came into my mind while I was at the coffee shop yesterday. Forgive me, it's still in development. I'm still working through it. But it's called the island theory. Imagine you are at a seaport. You have to venture out to an island to retrieve a cute animal of some sort. A lion cub that never grows up. It will never bite your jugular and kill you. This lion cub contains all the wisdom that you'll ever need to run a successful business or something of this. Anyway, you're going to an island. You have to figure out how to get to this island. You must build a boat. You must gather materials. You go to Home Depot or Lowe's, whichever one is your choice for your hardware store. You buy 2x4s and 6x8s and 112 by 3s. And you start building this boat. After 3.5 years, you finally get the boat together, you get the motor, and figure out, you know, spark plugs and stuff. You embark on your journey to this island. You endure rough seas and high waves. You finally make it out to this island, and you find this tiger. The Starbucks I went to yesterday was like this island. There's a metaphorical sea between one place and another. It takes effort to get there and back. While you're there, you will have this natural inclination to use your time wisely and complete all that you can in your workday. Yesterday I pushed myself to finish writing for a video that will be going up on my channel soon, and I did not want to leave until I achieved that goal. I physically and therefore mentally put myself into an intense focus zone. This is work time. This whole journey, getting out, moving around, accomplishing things, put me in a good mood. If I sit around here for too long, I find myself fighting what feels like an uphill battle. Me inserting some variety into my day allows me to take my brain and transform it from what feels like some still water pond with like green stuff on top and the parasites that swim up your nether regions to an energetic ocean. It transitions me from feeling like I don't want to do anything that takes real effort at all to an energetic eagerness to take on the next thing on my to-do list and make things happen. And that, my friends, is the island theory. Like I said, it's still in development, but next summer I plan to have a 14-hour ebook out about it, and I'll let you know when that comes out. And if you're not sure exactly what an island is, this video is probably very confusing to you, but that's an island. 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 Really, all of this is an island. Am I an island?
I'm not an island, I'm a human. Hi guys! I wasn't in this video at all. James was talking about something.
She gets to hear me ramble on about silly stuff all day, so editing this video for her was probably painful. Something that was a little bit depression inducing and sad.
The worst day of my life.
You have to remember, we all have to remember
I don't have to
that
do nothing.
You don't, that they get to hear this every time one of us posts a video. You get to hear this every day, 5 times a day, since 2004 or something. So.
Fun fact, that whole island theory thing, that happens right before we go to sleep. Sometimes I fall asleep while he's talking.
She makes me make sure that I say things that are meaningful and interesting and not just meandering nothingness. So, thanks, Christina. You critique me hardly.
I hardly critique you?
No, you critique me hardly. There's a difference.
Did you just have a stroke?
No.
You
had a stroke. You're the one making funny noises behind me.
My name's Jeff.
With that said, that's all for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to, what you can do is you can build an island yourself.
I knew you were gonna say that!
And
you guys saw my mouth. I went as if it was a B, and I was gonna say build your island. Oh. Boy.
We are one. Heartache to heartache. We stand. No promises. No demands. Is that...
Love is a battlefield.
I have to get my pen and paper. Bye guys. Have a lovely day.